In a city home to more than 8 million people, a system that many take for granted keeps us connected 24 hours a day, all year long. Running right below our feet, it is central in a New Yorker's life, but is mostly unknown. For more than 100 years, it has been one of the major reasons New York developed into the metropolis it is today. The New York City subway system.
I'm Audrey. I'm 17 years old. I've lived in New York on and off since I was 2. Collectively 13 years, consecutively 11 years. I take the subway usually 2 or 3 times a day. I like how quick it is. I used to hate the subway because it was dirty, but it was worth taking the train to be able to sleep an extra 30 minutes in the morning. I mean, everyone's completely different. There is a huge range of people who take the subway, and I don't know, everyone kind of tries to respect each other, and that's to the kind of extent where they don't try to notice each other's differences, I think, which is why people don't seem to think that people in New York are very nice, because they won't acknowledge you because they don't think you want to be acknowledged. When I think of the subway, I usually think of the Showtime kids who come by singing and asking for money, or I think of the veterans who come by asking for money, or the homeless people sleeping on the train, or the rats in the subway, or all the different people of all different backgrounds, from people in suits to the homeless man sleeping on the train.
In this diverse group, most people don't know much about the system besides the part they see.
Yes, my name is Jonathan Wallace. I'm a motorman with New York City Transit Authority. This would be going on my 31st year. This February made my 30th year as a New York City motorman. Well, right now we're standing on the platform level. This is a Woodlawn Terminal, the last stop on the number 4 line. The trains, they usually come from Utica Avenue in Brooklyn, and it's an express line, Lexington Avenue Express line. And we stop here, and once the train operator leaves his position here with the train comes in at this, on this level. This is the last stop. He gets off. Conductor makes the announcement that this is the last stop. Customers detrain, and whatever customers are going to take the train back downtown and get on.
These men and women, who mostly remain invisible, are as diverse a group of people as the passengers who ride the train.
I had a scholarship at St. John's University. I was about to get into fine arts, and I started working with the Teamsters after I spent a little time at St. John's, and I dropped out, and I worked with the Teamsters a little while after that. And my brother-in-law got me the job. I was very young, and he basically got me an application. I just took it at a whim. Basically, I love my job because I get to meet a lot of interesting people. No one day is the same as the next. I get to get people to work on time, basically, regardless of some customers view trains as being late, because it may take a couple of seconds in between. The one thing I learned about the subway system is 1 minute is more like 10 minutes. So it can be a little bit of a chore at times, regardless of the questions you get, regardless of the people you meet. The things that go on, it's never personal. We work in uniform, and you have a tendency to think that whenever someone's upset with you, they're looking at you personally and they're upset with you personally, but it's never that. It's always because you work in the environment that you work in. And by basically following that, using that outlook, I was able to deal with people with a smile on my face and not getting upset because they got upset, and try to help them as much as possible.
Outside the train, there is a whole other world hidden from the world above, and only partially visible to the observant subway rider. In the tunnels, maintenance and construction crews work on repairing and expanding the subway system. Underneath Grand Central, the East Side Access Project has been underway for the past 10 years. This has been one of the most complex projects the MTA has ever worked on.
Hi, my name is Neil Hickey. I'm a sandhog. I've been doing the job 34 years. I've been on this project 7 years. It's the most complex project you'll ever see. Just getting stuff in and out of this place, it's mind-boggling what it takes. I mean, you got different contractors involved. You basically got to have an underground subway here right now, just supplying equipment. It's a challenge.
When the construction is taking place 150 feet below street level, even the smallest details in a project like this take careful planning and timely implementation. Concrete for the walls, ceilings, and floors have to be pumped in from the street through pressurized pipes over 1.5 miles long.
As a sandhog, your job description, it can vary from anything. Some days, I mean, the drilling and blasting on this project is pretty much done, but we do the drilling and blasting, we do the rebar work, we do the concrete work, we do the carpentry work down here. It's pretty involved. We're doing our own electrical work, so we're kind of like a jack of all trades down here. Yeah, when you get on a train in the morning, people just think they get on a train to go to work. It's not a big deal, but like we did all the escalator shafts upstairs. You've ridden up and down them escalators, but you try walking up and down that a couple times a day, it takes the life out of you. So you appreciate just everybody's work, the engineering that's gone into it, and it changes your outlook on the whole project. The thing I like most about the job is what we accomplish in the end. When you see a project like this, when it's complete, and when you consider the danger that these guys have worked under, and if you can get everybody have worked safely and accomplish this, it's a pretty good feeling.
As the passengers' ride comes to a close, the train they are leaving still has a long journey to make. Once the train does reach the end of the line, a new crew of MTA workers take over. The train is cleaned, and if anything is broken, the train car is taken into the shop to be repaired.
I'm Edward Neverman, maintenance supervisor here at East 180th Maintenance Shop for New York City Transit. It's 8 years with New York City Transit. I've been at this location working on the number 5 train line for the past 2 years. I love the diversity involved with the job. From the employees that I work with and work for me, these guys come with all different types of technical backgrounds, all different walks of life, and we're all here together working on trains. And the diversity in my job every day. It's different types of problems we work on every day. It's not the same old routine. It's fun troubleshooting and looking into different problems and repairing different things and keeping the day different and exciting. There's 2 types of main repairs we do here at the shop: preventative maintenance and corrective maintenance. Preventative maintenance falls in the category of the inspection line, where every day we take 10 cars, and every 72 to 82 days, or 10,000 to 12,000 miles, that same 10 cars is going to come into our shop, and we have 20 guys to go through it with the fine-tooth comb. Replace any wearable items such as the current collectors that ride on the 3rd rail, which transfers the power to the train. They wear down after time, so just like you'd send your car in for an oil change, this is stuff that gets repaired on a regular basis just because of wear and tear, and we keep the train going.
Even though the day is over and many people are settling in for the night, the world beneath our feet is still wide awake. For those night crawlers who come alive as the sun sets, the subway is always there, running 24 hours a day, making this great city truly the city that never sleeps.